snake, man. About had me. We better stay on the side of the creek here. Today, we're gonna explore a real West Virginia holler. And it is deep and wide. What I'm looking for is some Native American sites, something to see like maybe a petroglyph, a cave where natives may have lived. Now, I've never been up in here. First time you, first time me. See what we can see. Here's a huge tree fell across the valley. Had to go up around this tree. It was actually 2 trees. Look at this. This thing uprooted and hit another oak tree right there and took both of them out. As big as that tree is, I'd say it didn't even make a sound when it crashed down. Seeing there wasn't anybody around here to hear it. Well, we made it around the oak tree. I tried to come up this before I went up over, and it's too slippery. I almost bought the farm. As Zach says, onward. Wow, these are huge rocks. Dang snake, man. Whew. About had me. Yeah, I don't like snakes, man. I don't need to get bitten out here. It's getting steeper as we get up in here. There's got to be some rock ledges or caves or something up here. Whoa. Wow, these old growth trees are huge around here. I mean, you could imagine when the natives lived here, how big the trees were. Did you know they weren't out doing no forestry work with no stone axes, that's for sure. Look at this. It's a waterfall. It's getting steeper and steeper the farther we go up in here. I don't know how I'm gonna get past this. I'm gonna have to go up around. We made it. We're getting into some rough terrain here. This is getting bad. I better put my hat on backwards. Looks like there's a cliff of rocks up there. Let's go check it out. It's steep and it's a cliff, but I don't see any caves in it. You got to watch around here. There's hundreds of coyotes, and they got to live somewhere during the day. Probably up under these rocks in holes, see? They'll usually run from you when they see you. But you never know, you get a pack of them together with their buddies, they might try to take you out. But I got my quick draw knife on me in case they do. Fast. If you're wondering where your balloon landed that you let go last year in the fair, it's right over there. A deer. There are some overhangs around here, but they're kind of small. I don't know if anybody would have lived in them. If we see a big one up here, we'll check it out. I can almost guarantee you there's something living in there. Wasn't big enough for a human, but you get a pack of coyotes in there for sure. We're way up in this holler now. Whew. I don't know where we're gonna come out. Whew. Look out! Dang! Rock slide! About had me. We better stay on the side of the creek here. That was a huge rock. Well, we should be safe now. All right, we'll be back down at the river soon finding stuff.